Sit it ta 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 ta. Sit it ta 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 ta. Chicka 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 ta. Zoom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba ta ta doom ta doom ta ta doom ta doom ta. Sibba dibba ta ta doom ta doom ta ta doom ta doom doom doom. Doom, sibba dibba da to doom to doom da to doom to doom doom to doom to doom doom, sibba dibba da ba boom 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 boom. Titan in the morning, sibba dibba da doom to doom da do to doom da to do to do do dibba dibba di to do to do to do to do to do to do do. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba doop. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba doop. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. So Titan in the morning. My name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sit it, ta 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 ta. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Hi. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. I hope that y'all are in this morning. I know I'm a little bit behind the time. So there were some outages. This, you know what? Yeah, we're not even gonna do that. We're not even gonna do that. Look, I said it. We're not even. We're not even gonna do it. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure that I'm right on this this morning, and this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna do it, and we're gonna make it happen. Um, yeah. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, cause I gotta make it do what it do. There was some outages this morning, and so yeah. So look, we gonna go through it. We're gonna make sure we good. I'm gonna start over real quick, just real fast. I'm gonna start over, and then we gonna get it popping. Okay, can I do that? Okay. All right, all right. I just want to know. I just want to know if I can do it, because if I can do it, then I'm gonna do it. Y'all with me? Right. So they're saying that some of my destinations and my streaming this morning um, is I lost access because there was an outage, but we in. We in. That's what we gonna do this morning. Okay. Look. I'm just gonna do it this way because it kind of threw me off because I started seeing all these little red flags and caution marks. So, but we good. All right. Let me do it again. Bring, bring, yes. Good morning. Yes, I'm on live this morning. I am. I am. Look, things are happening, things are not going right, but that's okay. We in this mug. We in here today. Y'all come on in and come talk to me. You too. You as well. I mean, you rung my phone. Oh, okay. Hey, say hi to the people. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. You can see me clearly? Y'all can see me clearly? Okay. All right, so we good then. We good. Well, yeah. I mean, today is Tuesday. That's what we do on Tuesdays. Okay. You ready for the sip? Okay, I'm ready for the sip as well. Just give me just a moment. Let me make sure I'm good. Okay, let me make sure I'm good first and foremost. Okay, look, y'all. All right, we're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna do this. Thank you so much for being on. I'm gonna talk to you in a little bit. Thank you for ringing the phone, the red phone. Okay, look. All right, bye. Look, y'all. look, people gonna call and check on me and do all the kind of things like that because you know they be checking to whether or not I'm already available and doing all the things. So I'm here this morning. So I just want to say to y'all, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know it's Tuesday. We got to start off. We got to get right. We got to do what we have to do. These outages are not going to stop us from being and doing and saying the things and living and loving and all of that good stuff. So this morning, y'all, what I want you to do, TikTok, I need you to tippity tap, tap, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Let me know that y'all are over there with me. Come say good morning to me. Tell a friend. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. I know we having a problem. We're trying to fix that over there on X. Podbean, it look like we're having a problem as well. So we're gonna fix that. But y'all stay with me this morning. Come on in and we're gonna keep it moving. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it moving. Y'all with me this morning? Okay, because look, what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna stop it. We're not gonna play with it. That's what we're not gonna do this morning. Okay, look. We're gonna pop the fan and we're gonna get ready to do what we do for the mornings. That's what we're gonna do this morning. Y'all with me? All right. Hey, Lucy Lou. Lucy Lou said, good morning, handsome. It's a fantabulous Tuesday. Hold on. It's a fantabulous Tuesday. And then she called me handsome. She called me handsome. Yes, indeed. Let me pop this fan real quick. She called me handsome. Good morning to you, Lucy Lou. Good morning. Hey, the King HNIC. Good morning. I love all of that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. I love it. Yes, indeed. Okay, look. We got time for the okay though. The King HNIC said, good morning. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. All right, y'all. So today I'm gonna go ahead on and get into it because we're already behind the time and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So this morning I just want to check in with you all. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and I really just want to check in with you all. So I would like for you all to check in with me this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it, right? Y'all know I got my cup. Like, what's in your cup and where you from this morning? What's in your cup and where you from this morning? We're gonna check in this morning. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do what my good friend Masanya would say. I'm gonna do a gentle check-in. That's what I want to do this morning. I want to do a gentle check-in. Can y'all come on and check in with me? What's in your cup and where you from? And if you need a cup, a mug, right? Go on over to the TikTok shop and get you one. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. I'm going to put it into the comments for you to go ahead on and get you a nice one going over to my shop and pick you up one. But it is the Titan Capri Cup. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I want to know who you are, right? Who you are, and where you from, and what's in your cup, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm. That's it right there, baby. That's it. Let's see. Said, I'm in the nap. I'm drinking vodka. Come on. Well, you know what? Look, let me tell you something. We don't judge around here. Whatever your little nip is, whatever your little piece is like that, then you go ahead on and you drink. Right. You say, I'm an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic. Well, I don't want you to claim that. I mean, if you are, you are, but yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a little nip every now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with a little nip. I can't judge you. I can't judge you. Welcome in. Good morning. And then you were being transparent about what's in your cup. So I'm good with that. I am good with that right there. I'm not even tripping. Welcome in. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, y'all, good morning. So y'all know we talking about it today. We're going to check in. We're going to talk about life. I want to talk to y'all about my inbox because my inbox has been really funny lately. Not really funny, but it's been funny lately, okay? And then I want to talk to y'all about these emails. Y'all know these emails that's in the public and the eye right now that's coming all the way down from the top to the bottom, those emails. But today we're going to check in. We're going to check in. I need y'all to check in with me. Check in with me today. How are you feeling, right? How are you feeling? So I want to ask y'all something else. I asked y'all what was in your cup and where you from, right? But I also want to ask you to give me one word of how you're feeling today. We're going to check in. I want y'all to give me one word of how you're feeling today before we get into the other stuff. But I want you to give me one word of how you're feeling today. Now, do understand, right, that you can have whatever your feelings is, it can be that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be nice. But give me one word in this check-in, or as Masanya would say, this gentle check-in. What's one word of how you're feeling today? And I want to give y'all my one word. Let me give y'all my one word, right? My one word is purpose. Purpose. I am on purpose today, right? I am on purpose with what I say, on purpose with what I do. I am on purpose this morning, right? So there have been things that have been changing in and around my life and stuff like that. But y'all, I thought that I was off my purpose. But today I feel, right? I feel that I'm on purpose. That I'm on purpose. That's what I feel this morning. Okay. So I want y'all to be with me this morning and talk to me about it. Come on in and let's be that this morning. Okay. One word of how you're feeling today. Hey, Keisha, good morning. Keisha said good morning with all the O's and R's and INGs. And y'all know I love it. I love it. I love it when you come in and you come through like that. Okay. Hold on. Lucy Lou said, Lucy Lou from South Kakalaki and coffee with caramel. See, this is what I'm talking about. Lucy Lou is somebody after my own heart. I love some good coffee with a little caramel. I love some caramel. But here in my do better, be better era, I'm not doing as much caramel as I used to because my sugar, right? But I love some caramel. Come on through, Lucy Lou. Hey, Aurelia. Hey, Aurelia. She said, my love. Hey, Aurelia. She called me my love. Love. I am love. Only here to give you what you need. Yes. Like you do for me. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, good morning to you. Good morning. Kevin said, Rich Rising. All have a wonderful stress-free day. Stress-free, baby. That's what you got to have. Stress-free. Okay. Kevin said the one word is alive. Come on. It's good to be seen on this side. As the old folks will say, on this side of the dirt. Okay. It's good to be seen. Alive, Kevin. I hear it, right? Queen said defeated, right? Queen, I feel it. I feel it. Sometimes we are not good. Sometimes we are not there. The acknowledgement is key. That one word is defeated. I'm hoping that it turns around, but the acknowledgement that you're in that moment, you're in that experience, defeated, I understand it. I understand it. I send out good vibes and blessings to you. Yes, I do, right? All right. Keisha said grateful. Okay. Grateful. Be grateful. Yes, indeed. Grateful for everything that's happening or everything around you. Sometimes we have things that happen to us, right? And I don't know that part. Keisha's grateful, but I'm speaking as a whole because people will say that we can't be grateful for where we're at because we're not in a good space or a great space, right? So I'm grateful. And then I'm grateful that Queen can say that she's defeated, right? I'm grateful that Kevin can be alive, right? I'm grateful that me being on purpose. So we can interchange those and make it that. But thank you for that, Keisha. Thank you for that. Okay. Aurelia said rested. Come on, rested. Y'all know y'all need rest, right? Y'all know y'all need rest. And I'm not gonna sit up here and just say y'all. Titan know we need rest. We need rest. As much as we do, as far as we go, as all the things that happens in our lives, we need to rest. I tell people all the time. Matter of fact, I just told Keisha the other day, and Keisha, I'm putting you out there just for a second. But me and Keisha was having a conversation, and I said, Keisha, you need to go to bed. Rest. Go to bed. Rest. You know how your parents used to tell you to go to bed? That's what you need to do is go to bed. We need rest. We need rest away from them, that, it, she, he, we, noun, verb, pronoun, adjective. We need rest, right? We need rest. But come on, Aurelia, being rested. I am loving it. Kevin said, enjoying coffee, and it's 46 degrees. Come on, Kevin. Come on, Kevin, where you at? Where you at? Tell me where you at, because at 46 degrees, see, I need some of that here in Houston. I don't want a cold snap. I don't want to freeze. I just need a little 46 degrees so I could drink my coffee and do the things that I do. I'm coming with the sip. I'm coming. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on a second. They said, when you gonna sip? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay. I am coming to you. Hold on a second. Okay. Look. Indeed. Come on in. Hey, Jazzy. Good morning. Jazzy said, good morning, everyone. Glad to see that you're in. Glad that you are in. Good morning to you. Good morning. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for that, Jazzy. I appreciate you on that. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all. So here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Hey, Amber. Good morning. Amber said, good morning. Golden 66 and grateful. Southeast Texas, Liberty, Beaumont, Baytown, and Houston. Come through, Amber. Come on, wait a minute. You said 66. You better do it. You better be 66 and not look it and all that good stuff like that. You better go ahead. Good morning. Keisha said, he sure did tell me to go to bed. I sure did. I sure did. And if I'm your friend, and if I'm your village, your tribe, your gang, your chosen family, if I'm a part of any of that, I'm going to tell you need to go to bed because the signs will show you, right? Not just Keisha. I've told other people, go to bed, rest. I had to tell myself. Mm-hmm. Well, I had to tell myself. Woo, 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 woo. I had to tell myself. What you have to tell yourself, Titan? Go to bed. Go to bed. That's what I had to tell myself. I had to tell myself to go to bed because I was tired. I was red and I was not playing that game, right? Okay, here we go. Hey, Miss Gwen. Good morning. Yes, look, I love it, Miss Gwen. I want to say it one more time, Miss Gwen. Hold on. Miss Gwen said, good morning. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Come through, Miss Gwen. Hey, Miss Gwen. Now, I need to lay eyes on you soon, Miss Gwen. It's been a while. Need to lay some eyes on you. Hey, Julia. Good morning. Hey, Julia came in with all the G's. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, y'all, good morning. So this is what I like to do with y'all in the morning. So I just want to check in today. Today, there's a lot going on in the world, and I just want to check in with you. One word of how you're feeling today on this check-in. One word of how you're feeling today. And be honest with yourself, right? We've had grateful, we've had rested, we've had defeated, we've had, I said purposed. We have all of those things, right? So I want y'all to come on in and let's do that. Let's do a gentle check-in, right? Let's do a gentle check-in. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. No. So here's the thing. Jazzy said grateful. Okay, Jazzy, we got another grateful. Okay, Lucy Lou said maintaining, right? Maintaining. Come on. How else are you gonna do it? I'm maintaining, right? I'm good with that. Thank you so much for the gifts. I'm good with that, right? So I'm maintaining. Exactly. Amber said grateful as well. Amber said grateful because 66, a golden 66. Come on. Golden 66, grateful. Okay. Coming all the way from Southeast Texas, Liberty, Beaumont, Baytown, and Houston. Okay. Those of you who know, you know. Okay. If you know, you know. All right. So here's the thing. This morning, I want to check in with you. Yes, I'm still accepting. Yes, one word. I'm still accepting them. Yes, indeed. Come on with it. One word. How you feeling this morning? Right? How you feeling this morning? Right? We've had grateful, we've had defeated, we've had purpose, we've had what else did we have? We had somebody was drinking vodka this morning. We had that. We had maintaining. We had grateful again. We had what else did we have? We had Let me go back just a little bit. Yeah, send it back a little bit for me. Yeah. We had that. We had some good mornings. Kevin even said that they were enjoying the coffee at 46 degrees. I need me a little 46 degrees, right? Right. Not too long though, because we in Houston. Aurelia said rested, right? That was a big one. A lot of times, y'all, we don't rest. We don't rest, okay? We don't rest. And then Kevin said alive. Alive, y'all. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Angela said functional. Okay? Functional. I'm able to function, right? So y'all, in on this check-in, so this is what I want you to do, right? This is okay, hold on. Let me ask for consent first. I'm asking for consent to tell you what I would like for you to do, right? Every morning. Okay? Every morning. I want you to give yourself affirmations and give yourself one word, right? One word of how you're actually feeling. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be nice, right? You got to be honest with yourself. Some mornings I don't feel it. Some mornings I'm defeated. Some mornings I'm functional, right? Some mornings I don't give a crap. Some mornings are going to be like that. But we got to be real with ourselves. Check in with yourself, because if you can check in with everybody else, you most definitely can check in with yourself. So I'm asking for consent for you, right? For me to say to you this morning, right? Is when you wake up, give yourself a word and show yourself some grace. Now, that may be the word right there, grace. Show yourself some grace, because it won't always be perfect. It will not always be perfect. You with me? And we got to make sure that we're good on that. Look, I can't tell y'all nothing I don't know. I can't tell you nothing I don't know. Okay, come on. All right. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Where we at? Where we at? We there. Got it. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank y'all so much for the badges. Thank you all so much. Look, I don't have to. No, because like, look. Okay, so y'all come here real quick. Come here real quick, because I want to be real with y'all this morning. I get on here and I talk a lot, right? And I talk about life and I talk about the world. And so I was talking with someone over the weekend, and they asked me, they said, well, Titan, why do you always do that? And I said, my platform is different from other platforms. Not saying that I'm not inspirational like somebody else, or I'm not giving affirmations like somebody else, or I'm not doing something that somebody else is doing. I'm not saying that. But I chose this route, right, for my platform, because I wanted to uplift people. In my work that I do, I come across people all the time that are hurt, that have been harmed, that have been abused, that have been used. And sometimes they just need a space or a place to be themselves. You with me? And so I set out on a journey to curate or produce a space and a place that's brave and safe for that. Now, I can't protect you from every single thing, but if I can do this is my prayer, my meditation to my God. God, if I can give someone and myself, because all of this is about me as well, right? Y'all know I can't never tell you something I don't know nothing about. So it had to be for me first. I needed a safe and brave space. And then in the work that I've been doing, I found that other people, other individuals, other beings of light and energy and essence needed a space. Needed a space. Y'all, I didn't believe that I was doing this. So this check-in this morning, I'm talking about life. My life, I didn't believe was worth enough to check in with you all, to produce something, to have something, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, because the person this weekend asked me about that and why I didn't go the other route, why I didn't go the mess and the media and all of this stuff route. And I said to them, I made a conscious decision, right, to speak life, to speak grace, to speak about living versus tearing somebody down. Now, am I someone of this world? I am in this ecosystem and I see the mess, right? And we will talk about some of that, because I talked about in my title, it says emails as well, right? I'm going to talk about that. But the majority, 80-20, mainly 90-10, I'm going to talk about life, uplifting, being who you are, loving who you are. God didn't make a mistake. Being the person, right? Being the individual, being the spirit, being the light that God made you to be. Now, I'm not going to tell you that there's not a flip side, that there's not a yin and a yang, that there's not a good and a bad, that's not a right and a left. It is. But I chose to go forward and do things like this, like a check-in, right? Talk about what's happening in the world, right? I chose to talk about uplifting. I chose to talk about my HIV status. I chose to talk about my black gay life, right? I chose to talk about all of these things because I found out that there were people out there that were not able to express themselves in a safe and brave space. And we can call it small, we can call it whatever we want to call it, right? But in my corner of the world, in this space and time continuum, right? And this part of my journey, my life, this is where I choose to be. And I believe that God saved me, right? For this. I believe that it was not meant for me to go anywhere. Because remember when I was diagnosed with HIV, right? Well, excuse me, when I was diagnosed with AIDS, remember, right, that I thought I was on my way out. I prayed for death, right? And so I found that my spirit came, what my God came to me and said, stop that, bro. What you doing? Like, you asking me to do this for you, but I already got this plan for you. Your journey has not even started yet, right? I need you here for the future. That 14 years later, there's going to be something. That they didn't tell me 14 years, right? But that's when I started really doing the work. I was already doing the work, but I wasn't naming it and claiming it and putting it out into the universe. But let me tell you this, right? Because this morning I'm talking about checking in, but I'm talking about life, right? The first piece of this check-in is life. I want to say this to you this morning, right? Your life matters. And what I didn't understand back then, I thought that I had let everybody down. I thought that life was done. And I know I'm talking to you right here. My spirit is telling me I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself, right? Because it's real, it's reality. We checking in. I'm checking in this morning because I said that I was purposed, right? That I was on purpose. And it took me a while to get to that point. So I just wanted to say that for you this morning. You may be sitting there thinking that your life is not worth nothing. You may be sitting there thinking that God has done something to stop you from being who you are. You may think people tell you that you don't supposed to be here. You know, and I said God because a lot of times we blame God for this, right? And whatever your religion is or however your God is, you understand what I'm saying in that aspect. I'm not here to police that. However, a lot of times this world will beat us up, right? And sit us to the side and let us believe that we're supposed to be there and we're not. I don't believe that God made a mistake, right? Whoever your God is. I don't believe that God made a mistake, right? I don't believe that you are not purpose. I believe that you have purpose. Sometimes we just got to get through a lot of unk. Okay, now I'm to the other side. So God, where is it? And there it is right there. Boom. Right? And so I believe that I'm purpose. And I believe that my purpose, right, is to be me. That's what I believe. Whatever comes with being me, that was my purpose. And all 20 years ago, when God told me, stop asking me to let you go. I'm not letting you go. You got work to do. That's how it came to me. As a matter of fact, it came like this. A big old hand. Bam. I couldn't see nobody. I could see the hand. Couldn't see nobody, but the voice, just as soft and sweet in the darkness, told me, bruh, stop asking me that. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. You got work to do. You may not know it now, right? But later on down the road, when it manifests itself, when you get to the point where you can stand 10 toes down in who you are and love who I made you to be and understand what your purpose is, all will be revealed. And y'all, I'm not going to tell, I'm human. Crap happens. But I just want you to, I want to say to you this morning, to this person that I'm talking to, or people or the audience that I'm talking to this morning, if you receive this, right? If you receive this, you are still here. You still have the opportunity, the chance, the notion to be, to do, to be purposed. Oh, no, 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 no. My spirit told me to hold it. Mm-hmm. My spirit said that I needed to say that to you. Whoever I'm talking to this morning, I know you're out there and you're listening. You don't have to conform to what this world has told you that you are. You conform to what your belief is. You conform to the knowledge and understanding that God didn't make a mistake. You are different for a reason. All of these things that I'm saying, I thought these things. I thought these things. Could you imagine you not being the superpower you are right now today? Could you imagine you not helping people that you've helped along the way? Could you imagine not being that light, that energy that somebody needs to sustain? Could you imagine you not being here? Period. You with me? So this is what I want to say to you all. They told me that I wasn't. They told me I couldn't be. They told me that God wouldn't accept me. But I'm not going to play this game with y'all as in we are sitting here talking about my life. And I guarantee you that I've done more good than bad. So what I want you to hold on to, I want you to hold on to being real about where you're at. Hold on to this moment, this experience. Hold on to the fact that you were born, right? Blessed. Whatever situation you were in. I'm not saying don't acknowledge it. I'm saying don't count yourself out. Y'all with me this morning? So that's the first part of our check-in. I haven't even sipped yet, and I know y'all are telling me to sip. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got to talk to the peoples really quickly because my spirit is telling me that I need to talk to them and talk to them straight up and down, not even play the game. Right now, you are sitting next to somebody. You are in a space with somebody. You are in a relationship with somebody that doesn't give a damn about you and what you're doing. And I know that you are feeling it, right? And so the situation can be somebody, a person, place, a thing. You with me? I want you to do what you need to do in order to be protected, in order to be safe. I want you to do that. I'm not saying stick with them. I'm not saying stay there. I'm saying be cautious and plan. You with me? Because God didn't put you on this earth to be stupid and dumb or ignorant to whatever's happening. I acknowledge the fact that I'm in something that I don't need to be in. I acknowledge the fact that my life hasn't always been what it was supposed to be. I acknowledge the fact that I doubted whether or not I should be here or not. I acknowledge that. You with me? But that doesn't mean that I can't be cautious and plan. That doesn't mean that I can't be comfortable in my planning. That doesn't mean that I can't do for me what I want other people to do for me. No, 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 no. So this morning when I'm talking about checking in, when you give yourself that one word, I want you to show yourself some grace. In the mornings when you wake up, you affirm yourself. You love yourself. Don't look to the left or to the right for somebody to love you where you need to be. Love yourself where you need to be in this moment. In this moment, I need to hold myself. I need to embrace myself. I can't wait for the other person to embrace me and hold me. I can't do it. I've been waiting. And now I'm stuck out here on this island by myself because I'm waiting. You feel me? I'm just look, y'all. Y'all know what y'all come to get when y'all look. I, it's tight in the morning, but y'all, I have been around the block and stood on a couple of corners. You feel me? Meaning that I've been through some crap, and I can't sit up here and fake the funk. Have I been hurt? Yes. Have I been hurt by other people? Yes. Have I been hurt by myself? By me doing the yes, I have. Because I was believing what they were telling me. I was believing that I was nothing. So in turn, I was hurting and harming myself because I was doing risky things because those people told me that I had to in order to be accepted, in order to be loved, in order to be, I had to do things. And y'all, that's not the way that it works. I want you to be selfish. Uh-huh. Yeah, I said it. I want you to be selfish. And what I mean by selfish, I mean I want you to be selfish to the point to where you put yourself first. That's the selfish I'm talking about. I can't save, help, hope, none of those things for you if I can't do it for myself. So I want you to be selfish, just a little. Or a lot. That part. Okay. Hey y'all, I'm sorry. Hold on. I got some comments over here. Okay. Okay, because we talking about it. We checking in this morning. For those of you who are just now getting in, I ask that you give me one word of how you're feeling today. One word of how you're feeling today. And be honest. And be honest. That's what I'm talking about this morning. Okay. Julia said, good morning. Hey, Angela, good morning. Hey, Angela, good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Leon. Leon said, good morning, and that's why I'm alone. Okay. I get it. I feel it right there. Angela said, not the corners. Look, Angela, you don't know my life. You don't know my life. Baby, look, I'm going to tell you something. I say that all the time. People be laughing, but I done been around the block and I done stood on a couple of corners. That means I done seen some things. Right? Some things that are going to be between these two ears and going to go to my grave with me, right? But that's what I'm saying. When the world throws stuff at you and you have to figure it out, baby, them corners, okay, them corners. Leon said, it's one word today, it's great. Come on, that's what I'm saying. Tiger said, my word is blessed. Okay, come on, being blessed. The King said, good morning, Positive King. Hey, the King, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Tiger said, yes. Hey, good morning to you, Tiger. I know I didn't say good morning to you. Good morning. Nydia said, wow, well said. Thank you so much. Gave me some hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Hey, Mom, good morning to you. Good morning. And C said, you're doing a great job being you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Gave me some hearts and some love. C said, right. Mom said, so beautifully said that it can go for so many different things in life. Indeed, indeed. Hey, Jay, good morning. Jay, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Hope all is well. Mirror, reflections, preach. That's what I'm talking about. When you look into that mirror, when you look at those reflections, yes, indeed, come through, come through. And sometimes, y'all, we want to turn our face. We don't want to look at who we are and what we are, but this is what we have to do. We got to look at it and make sure. Mom said, I always believe that talking about something without shame is how to get actual results. Come through. Come through, Mom. Come on. We got to talk about it without shame. Because what's crazy is that it's a shame for us to be who we are. It's a shame for us to acknowledge our flaws. It's a shame for us to say that we're not feeling good today. How many of you, I know I'm going on, y'all. I still got a lot to get to, and we're already at 50 after. Hold on. How many of y'all have been in a space, a place, y'all been in a situation, and you ask yourself, how did I get here? Why am I still here? How did I get here? That is such a powerful thing to ask you, how did I get here? And then once I figure out how I got here, why am I still here? I'm going to tell you why I'm still here. I want to be loved. I want somebody to hold me. I want somebody to spoon with. I want somebody that I can say is mine. That's life. That's being human. Really, it said, amen. Okay. Look, look, look. Okay. Okay. Hey, Batman. Good morning. Goldie said, good morning, love. Good morning. Angela said, victorious is my word. Okay. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Angela. You better be victorious. 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 Okay, y'all, hold on. Y'all, because I look, when I tell you we were going this morning, we've been doing it this morning. Okay, I thank y'all so much. But let me go to get to this. Okay, Leon said, eyes closed. Yes, indeed. A lot of times we are in these situations and things, and then we even look in the mirror, talk about those reflections with our eyes closed. No, I got to open my eyes. I got to open my eyes and understand where I'm at. That's what we got to do. Indeed, Leon. That's what I'm talking. All right, y'all, hold on. Hold on. I ain't done nothing this morning. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to go to commercial really quickly. All right, so y'all know that I'm a black gay man living with HIV, right? Celebrating 20 years. And so this morning, like all of my mornings that I'm on, I really want to make sure that we take our medication, right? Now, that's not your whole treatment, but medicine is a part of it, right? So I have my HIV meds, my diabetes medication, and my vitamin D medication that I'm going to take with y'all, right? And so I started doing this because there was still stigma and trauma around taking your medication. And it doesn't matter what type of medication it is, right? But with me, mine was my HIV medication. I would not take my medication outside of my four walls in my home. I didn't want to do that because there was so much stigma and trauma surrounding taking the medication. Somebody probably identifying the type of medication. If I took the bottles with me, or if I had a pill case, or whatever it may be, right? There was this stigma and trauma surrounding that. And I'm speaking for myself, for me. But through my work, I have met a lot of people that have had the same stigma and trauma around medication. So what I like to do here at Titan in the Morning is I want to take my HIV medication, my diabetes medication, and also my vitamin D medication, because I've been on this medication long term and my body has changed. I'm getting older. I'm 20 years in the game of living with HIV, and I'm also getting older as an age being on this earth, right? Physically. So, with that being said, take your vitamins, take your whatever medication it is. Yeah, come on and let's do that, okay? It's Miss Shorty, baby. Oh, well, hey, she said, hey, handsome king, I'm new. Well, then welcome in. Okay, Miss Shorty, baby, let me tell you something. This is what we do. So I'm going to welcome you in. Yeah, and we're going to welcome Miss Shorty, baby, in. She said she's new. But Miss Shorty, baby, this is what we do. We say, good morning. Yeah. And then, Miss Shorty, baby, we write it with all the O's and R's and INGs. So welcome in, Miss Shorty, baby. I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you are doing. Miss Shorty, baby, I am a black gay man living with HIV, celebrating 20 years. I am an Army vet. I am a father, a son, an uncle, a cousin, a good Judy. I'm all the things like that. And here on this platform, we like to uplift. We like to let people come in, be who you are, and have a safe and brave, inclusive space. All right, I gave you the rundown. So a couple of things that we do here, Miss Shorty, baby, and to everybody else that's in, what we do, we say good morning, right? But we don't just say good morning. We say good morning. That's what we do. We also sip, and I'm about to sip in just a minute so you can get the gist of that. But thank you for being in. I appreciate you. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Come on in, kick their shoes off, and let's do it. All right? Miss Shorty, baby, said, thank you for welcoming me in. Miss Shorty, baby, people over here are saying welcome. Keisha said welcome. Keisha, I think that's how it was said. Because that's how I interpret it, right? Miss Shorty, baby, said good morning, everyone. Everyone has said good morning to you, Miss Shorty, baby. Thank you for being in. All right. Charlotte said, thank you. Okay, yes, indeed. Come through. All right, y'all. So here's what we're doing, right? So we're going to take the medication this morning. Hold on. Let me sit up. We're going to take the medication this morning. And what I do, right, I like to do this. And this is just me. You don't have to do it this way if you don't want to. But I like to wet my whistle first. This is old school, right? I like to wet my whistle first, right? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. So let me say this, though. It's Miss Shorty, baby. Miss Shorty, baby, today's topic is that we're checking in, life, the inbox, and emails, right? So on this platform, I like to uplift. I like to affirm. I like to talk that real-ish, right? However, we also like to talk about what's going on in the world today and how we fit into this ecosystem, okay? All right, just to let you know on that. Welcome in. Charlotte said, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Charlotte, good morning to you. Good morning. Charlotte, are you new here? Are you, look, I'm welcoming everybody. All welcome. All welcome. Y'all know what movie that's from? Anyways, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Come on in. Hey, Monroe. Good morning. I seen Monroe come on in. The extraordinary Monroe over there. Yes, indeed. Okay, look. Daryl, I didn't miss you. Look, I did. Boy, y'all calling me to the carpet this morning. Okay. All right. So, y'all, this is what I like to do, right? This is what I like to do. So, I like to take my HIV medication, my diabetes medication, and also my vitamin D medication while we're on live. There is a lot of stigma and trauma still surrounding you taking your medication, right? I was at USCHA and I had a conversation with a couple of people and they were talking about taking medication. And I was like, as someone who takes their medication, because my status is on my social media, I don't really think about it like that. But there's still trauma and there's still stigma surrounding taking your medication. So on this platform, this inclusive platform, and a platform that is brave and safe, right? I want you to come on in and do that. Okay. So hold on, y'all. So Miss Shorty Baby stated that she got a question. I'm gonna answer the question before I take this, right? Miss Shorty Baby said, I got a question. You said you a father. Do your kids got what you got as well or not? So let me say this, Miss Shorty Baby. Let me reframe, let me rephrase that for you, right? Your question is, am I'm a father, right? Are my kids living with HIV, right? Or do my kids acquired HIV? No. My daughter is 28, soon to be 29 next month. So no, I wasn't HIV positive when um, my daughter came into this world, right? I am someone living with HIV and I'm celebrating 20 years, right? So my daughter was already here, right? Um, Also, too, I don't know, and this is not so y'all. This is not me coming at Miss Shorty Baby. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I want us to make sure. Yes, indeed, Miss Shorty Baby, and this is why I'm saying this to everyone, right? Just so that we know like that, because a lot of times when we're out in the world, a lot of times when we're doing this, people will say things to you, inquiring, asking a question, right? Asking a question, but it doesn't land the same for everybody. So I think that if we can use people first language, right, and do this, because somebody asked me over here, and Miss Shorty Baby, and the reason I'm saying this is because we always want to make sure that we're all in this family, in my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family, right? Most people don't know. And Miss Shorty Baby just stated that she didn't know, right? And so this is not a come at her neck or do any of that. This is me saying I'm out in this world and I just want to talk with you all about that, right? That's what this safe and brave space is about. So, yes, my daughter, for those of you who are new and those of you who are coming in and hearing this, my daughter is 28, soon to be 29. She is every bit of almost 6 feet tall, and that's my baby. So when I say baby, right, sometimes people think, oh, it's a baby. No, that's my baby girl. Even though she is 28, soon to be 29, even though she is tall as I am, she is still my baby. And what's crazy is that my mama still called me big baby, and I'm in my 50s. So that right there. So y'all, so that we can have this space and we can be brave and safe in this space. Thank you for your question. It's me, Shorty Baby. Thank y'all for y'all questions here, and thank y'all for saying that you didn't know, and that you are new here, so you wouldn't know. Indeed, you wouldn't know. But that's why I just wanted to clarify. Okay, well, no, baby. Look, I'm not offended. No, y'all, no. Exactly. Okay. Because I didn't know what you were saying just a minute ago. Because I was like, wait a minute, hold on. You're not going to come at her like that because she didn't know. She just asked a question. But you were just saying that a lot of times we don't know. So we come in and we ask questions. And I did say that this was a safe and brave space. And that's part. That's indeed. Indeed. So you can ask me what you want to ask me. I have no problem with that. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for being there, right? Keisha said, yes. Okay, yes, indeed, Keisha. And then, hey, Larry, good morning. Larry said, good morning. Good morning. Larry, let me tell you, I love it. All those O's and R's and INGs. And thank you so much, Miss Shorty Baby. Um, because I think sometimes people take offense to people um, giving you their experience, right? And so I'm with you on that. Don't worry about it. It's Miss Shorty Baby. Don't worry about it. You came in here, you welcome in, and you ask the question, and we go forward. Okay? Because now you're gonna be part of my village, my tribe, my gang. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Look, we ain't got time to oak for the okie doke. Oh, okay. I thought somebody had said something. Who said something? All right, y'all. Go ahead and get your medicine. Go ahead and get your meds. Go ahead and get your pills, whatever it is you want to call them. And let's go ahead and take this medication. So this morning, we want to take away the stigma and the trauma from you taking your medication. I'm taking my HIV medication. I'm taking my diabetes medication. And I'm taking my vitamin D medication because my vitamin D is low, right? Ain't nothing like the sun to get some vitamin D, but sometimes, y'all, we can't be out there like that in the sun. So I have to take pills to enhance my vitamin D. So there we go. My HIV medication, I take 2 pills. One of the pills is a bigger pill. So with that being said, I want you to wet your whistle. So go ahead and wet your whistle. Now, somebody asked me last time, what is wet your whistle? The old folks used to say this all the time. Wet your whistle. That's just all you just putting a little water in your mouth, making sure that you're good. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What are we saying? D doesn't work if you're not taking it with K. And you might be right. You might be right. I don't know. I'm not deficient on K. I'm good with the D. All right, y'all. Come on. Come on. Look. Y'all know how we do around here. We talk about it all. Look. All right. So I'm gonna take my first pill here. Y'all wet your whistle. Make sure you're good, and that's what we gonna do. Y'all with me? All right. Come on with it. Okay. Hold on. First pill down, because it's a bigger pill, right? Here go my next one. Okay. Y'all wet your whistle. Okay. Mm-hmm. I wet it again. Okay. Hold on. Ain't nothing like some good old agua. I like a little ice in my agua, but ain't no. Okay, hold on. Now, y'all, look, I don't know why I do that, right? Because let me tell y'all, in my military experience, when we used to take this medication, these pills and stuff back in the day, you all have to or like when you're in the hospital, all that good stuff. All right, y'all. So I took the medication. So on Titan in the morning, what we do is we want to take away the stigma, take away the trauma of taking your medication, whatever your medication could be, vitamins, HIV medication, diabetes medication, cancer medication, pain medication, whatever it is. We want to take the stigma and the trauma away from that, and you all can be able to do that with me in the mornings. All right, y'all. Now, somebody told me that they was upset because I had not sipped yet, right? And it's Miss Shorty, baby. I want to show you what the sip is. And for anybody that's new to the platform, this is how we sip. So get you a mug. Now, I have these at my TikTok shop. You can go on over to my TikTok shop and get you a nice old mug, right? You can even get you a 40-ounce travel mug, right? And YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. I'll put the link into the comments, and you can go ahead and go to my shop and get you a nice old mug so you can sip with me in the mornings. All right, now, here we go. So this is how we sip. Okay, y'all with me? Y'all got y'all cups? Okay, here we go. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Okay, that's it. Now look, let me tell y'all something. That may look like, it may sound like, it may even feel like it was a slurp. But let me tell y'all something. That's how we sip here at Titan in the morning. We sip. That's what we do. We sip it because here's the thing. It's good. So we're going to take a good old sip of it, right? And I think you need to make some noise when you're sipping because you want to let somebody know that it's good. Okay, that's it. Okay. All right, Keisha said, you're going to have to breathe, Miss Shorty, baby. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What I just do? Okay, there we go. We back. Okay. Hold on. Yes, indeed, Keisha. And we also do a breath around these parts as well. Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that at the end. So let me do this real quick. Let me take a quick break right fast and let me do a commercial. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish up. This morning we're checking in with everyone this morning. Check in. Life. We talked about life. We talked about doing that, and then also we're going to talk about the inbox. I had an inbox from someone. Yeah, a little crazy, but I had the inbox, and then we're going to talk about the emails that are out in the world today, the emails that were just released saying that people were part of said events and things like that. And I just want to talk about it really quickly, and then we're going to do that. But we're going to get on to a commercial real quick, and we are going to do that. Now, look. Money said, and you will always be her baby. Indeed. Baby, let me tell you, my mama still call me big baby till this day. I'm going to always be her baby. Always. Always and forever. Each moment with you. Hope that you have a good day and hear a little bit about myself. 37 with 2 kids, 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Okay. All right. I hope you have a good day as well. It's Miss Shorty, baby. Come on, 37 with 2 kids, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Baby, let me say something to you. Is the difference between the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old, is that like a huge difference? Because I'm going to tell you, when they one, they learning stuff, they getting stuff. But baby, when they 3, they some road runners. They be going through the stuff and doing the stuff like that. So it's me, Miss Shorty. It's Miss Shorty, baby. Look, I'm telling you, you probably getting. They always say something like terrible 2s, but terrible 3s. But when they get to 3, they got a mind of their own and stuff like that. So let me know if you're experiencing any of that right there, because and it's not that they're being disrespectful as kids, but kids are just inquisitive like that, and they be they're going, baby. My daughter, my niece, my nephew, they were speedsters, roadsters. They were running in the air, running around with everything. Okay, Lucy Lou talking there too. Three-agers, okay? Because let me tell you, in their mind, they gonna do everything. And then it's the point of they don't have that depth perception as of yet when they're coming into that age. And so they are always into something. They see it, they going for it. They don't care where it's at, how it's going. And then also too, if you're a parent and you're doing it, they want to do it too. Well, anyways, y'all, let's go ahead. Thank you so much for that, Miss Shorty Baby and Lucy Lou on that. And we're gonna get to this commercial and then we'll be back. All right. Talk to y'all in a second. Hold on, let me check. Somebody said I had some. Hey, damn dude. Okay. So I don't know what just happened to my. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. So I think that I have. Yeah. I don't know what happened with it, but hey, let me go in. Let me go. Let me keep on chucking. All right, y'all. Let me go to commercial and I'll be back because it looked like my screen changed for some reason. So I don't know what happened. All right, but here we go. Be right back. My name is Titan Capri, and I would love to introduce you to the Titan Capri Experience merch. Have you been over to my shop to see all the wonderful items that I have for you? Hmm. Let me tell you, I have the Titan in the Morning mugs, socks, tote bags, candles, and t shirts. I even have a Titan Capri Experience insulated 40-ounce travel mug. Yes, I did say 40 ounces. So hop on over and check out all the goodies that I have for you. Also, if clicking the link is not for you, you can scan the QR code and it will take you to my TikTok shop where you can do all the shopping that you would love to do. Go on over and check me out. For the link, the QR code, but either way, it will take you to the destination, which is my Titan Capri Experience shop. See you there. Yes. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me. So today we're talking about life, inbox, and emails in this check-in that we're doing. So I just want to check in with you all and talk to you all about an email that I mean not an email, but an inbox message that I received. Right. I I didn't put it up, but I just really wanted to talk about it. Um, so I've been doing this for some time, and someone said to me in this message that I've been doing this for some time, and don't I think it's about time for me to stop? I don't have a lot of followers. I don't have this and I don't have that. And so I wanted to talk to you all about that because we're talking about life and we're talking about what's going on in the world, right? And this person doesn't know me from a can of paint, or they think they know me, and they think that it was okay for them to inbox me something like that. And I'm paraphrasing because I didn't go through. It was a long inbox, but they were just talking about they've seen me, they want me to grow, they want me to do this. I need to do this, I need to change this and do that. And so in the beginning, y'all, I talked about how I do my platform, how I do the things that I do. And so I want to talk to you all about this, right? So two things stood out for me. They've been watching me, is what they said, and that I should be bigger than I am, right? And so two things can be true at the same time, right? I don't need to be bigger than I am in that aspect. But then maybe I do, right? And this is not me doubting myself. This is just me going through the process. Y'all with me this morning? So for them to watch me and say that I should be bigger than I am, that I'm not doing what I'm doing is not enough. Um, and to be, hold on a second, because I don't want to I don't want to paraphrase this in a sense. Let me just pull it and make sure that I'm good. Okay. So it goes a little something like this. So they were like, "Hey Titan, so good to see you. Love your work, love what you're doing, love your essence or your spirit. I just want to say a couple of things to you, and I don't know how you're going to take it, but I want to say these things. So, number one, I'm going to skip through all the other formalities. Number one, great platform that you have, but I believe that your platform should be bigger. I checked your followers, and you don't have a lot of followers, right? Okay? You don't have a lot of followers. Your content is great. However, you should be reaching a larger audience. Okay. I think that you should incorporate some hot topics, some social media, some influencer stuff, and that will grow your platform, right? Um, how do you select your topics? Things like that, right? And I think that if you need help in doing this, wait a minute. If you want help in doing this, then contact me and let me know because I'm tired. These are the words. I'm tired of you not being where you should be, right? And a whole lot of other stuff. So, and I'm paraphrasing y'all. And so I sat with that inbox, right? Because this is somebody that I know, right? I don't know them like we don't hang out all the time and stuff like that, but I see them out in the community, right? And so I know that they have a business and things like that, right? And so part of me was like, I really want to do this. But another part of me is when I told y'all that I'm on purpose, right? That I'm purposed, right? I know where I'm at and I know what I'm doing, right? And so I'm not going to tell you in the beginning of me doing this that I doubted it. I'm not going to tell you that I questioned whether or not I should continue. There were times that I wanted to leave this alone and not do it. My advocacy, my my purpose is different from others' purposes, right? I am the one, and this is what I know about my purpose. But hold on a second. I just want to clarify. I'm human, and so things like this, which I don't let bother me, but things like this come to you at a time when you are questioning who you are, or what you bring to the world, right? And I think that it was on time for me to receive this inbox message. Okay, y'all just hold on, stay with me. I think it was on time, right? Because of the fact that y'all, it takes a lot to get up in front of people. It takes a lot to do the things that you're doing in the world, right? It takes a lot to put yourself on Front Street. It takes a lot to put your status out on your social media. It takes a lot to do these things, right? And sometimes these things are overwhelming for people. Like you got people out there that got hundreds of thousands of followers, right? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, at my 2,000, 3,000 followers or whatever it is that I have, I'm overwhelmed because it's a lot coming at you. When I was down under the radar and you didn't really know a whole lot about me, I didn't have these issues or problems because I was over there, like people have said, with my 3 viewers or followers, and I was doing what I was doing. It was only when I got bigger, right? I started having more followers. I started being more ever present on social media that people come out the woodwork, calling me things like he, she, uh, uh, do you know what it is? Telling me I need to repent, telling me I'm an abomination, telling me this is not of God, telling me that I need to stop doing this because I only have 3 people on my lives when they look at it. So all of these things, right, came flooding back reading this inbox, right? And the other thing that threw me was that this is somebody that I talked to in the community, right? And I'm thinking, right? Like I'm doing what I need to do. Okay? Follow me through the process, y'all. Follow me through the process. That I'm doing what I need to do, but then somebody comes and tells you that you're not. Somebody comes and tell you that it's not enough. But they don't ask you what's your capacity. They don't ask you what you can do. They don't ask you whether or not this is traumatic or stigmatizing. They don't ask you any of those things. They just expect you to do. Right? Here we go again. My spirit is telling me I'm talking to whoever this is right here, but I'm also talking to myself. This inbox did not move me in the sense of I'm going to stop. I'm going to do this because they say that I should do this. This inbox pumped me up to let you all know that you do you. You do you. Some people are not going to like what you do. They're not even going to see it, right? Nobody saw Titan in the Morning when I first presented it to them. Nobody saw my intro and things like that. My scatting and stuff like that. I'm talking about that type of scatting. Mm-hmm. So nobody saw that, right? And I kept on doing it. Nobody saw me with the Titan Capri experience, but I kept on doing it. I knew that there was something there, but people will always tell you what they feel that you should do, right? And that's not for me. I just told a good friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, sometimes I don't feel like doing it. So at this point on my journey and in my purpose, this is what I'm able to do. I'm no longer doing things I don't have the capacity for. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. I'm no longer doing that. Right? People will always try to tell you where you should be. And I want to say to that person, which I did, I replied back, and to all of you, I'm where I'm supposed to be along this journey of mine. I'm doing what I have capacity to do. And although I may be doing it later in life, right, than the average or the normal person, I'm doing it in my time. I don't suggest that you take on anything that you're not prepared to take on. I don't suggest that you take on anything that you don't have the capacity for. Because at that point, you're not going to give it your all. You're not going to give it 100%. Now, this inbox would have come to me up 10 years ago. It probably would have affected. I probably wouldn't have been on here this morning because I would have felt some kind of way. Number one, you're telling me that what I'm doing is no good. You're telling me that I should be bigger, but you're not asking, like, why am I here? And it's not for you to know. But a lot of times people will look at you where you're at. Oh, you're just out there doing that po baby. But maybe that po baby's capacity is where they're at. You with me? In the beginning, they wanted me to do hot topics and messy stuff and talk about people and do all of that. And I just told them I couldn't. I don't like that, right? Now, I will talk about current topics. I will talk about current events. I will talk about things that affect me and my community and my family, my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen. I will talk about those things, but I don't want to be messy, tearing anybody down, acting the fool, do the things, because I have stood back at some in moments in my life and not been able to speak about these things. But now I'm able to do it. You with me? I'm able to take my medication on live with you all. I'm able to have my status on all my social media. I'm able to be the advocate that I am because of how I've moved and how I moved for me. So this morning, while I'm going through this inbox and talking to you about the message that I received, I want you to be secure in who you are and where you are. I want you to understand your power. I want you to know the position that you are in. And it's going to look different for everybody. But lastly, I want you to know your purpose. And your purpose is to be you. There are going to be times that you're going to say, I should have went left when I went right. Because over on the right, everybody else then got it. I helped them get to where they are. But that wasn't for me. Y'all, I'm happy. I'm content in this moment. Not to say this is going to always be the moment, but y'all, a couple of years ago, I wasn't here. I had to build my brand. I had to let people know that I wasn't for play. My name carries weight. And this is not a brag nor a boast, but if you must, then you do. Because some of those same people that were talking to me, even the person that sent the inbox, y'all hit the rising and then y'all fail. There has been mess behind your name always. And I'm not going to tell you that my name is perfect in the sense, but I know that you can trust me. My community knows they can trust me. My family, my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family, they know that when I step through the door, what I'm bringing. They know that they're going to count on me. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. They know that if I say that I'm advocating for you, but also advocating for myself, they know. If I tell you that I'm curating safe and brave spaces, right? If I tell you that I'm fighting for this, they know. So to those individuals out there, to those people that are out there doing this, to those that are in this space right now where you're advocating for whatever you're advocating for, where you are trying to express your power, be in position, and know your purpose, I want you to be secure in that. It's not going to look like them. You might not have 500,000 followers. You may only have 500. You may only have 5,000. You may only have 50. Whatever it is that you're doing, your purpose is your purpose. And a lot of times what happens when you're thrust into the limelight, when you're thrust into a celebrity status, influencer status, social media status, it comes along with a lot of dirt. Dirt that will make things grow, but dirt that will also bring you weeds and vines. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to understand that right there. So to the person that sent that over to me, bless you. Thank you for that. Right? I'm not upset. I'm not angry because I'm secure in who I am. I know my purpose. I know where I'm at. I know what I can handle. Y'all with me? Angela said, you are all that God wants you to be. But more importantly, you should be allowed to be what you want. Come on. What God has for you is for you. And that part. Thank you, Angela, for that. That part. Y'all, it is a blessing. It's a miracle that you can walk into a space and place and be you. Authentically you. I don't have to put on any airs. I don't have to tell you. Hey, Splash. Splash said, you're beautiful. Thank you so much, Splash. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't have to put on. Because you know what you're going to get with Titan. People will tell you all the time. They tell well, Titan, we knew we were going to get that. We know what we're going to do. Okay, yes. Hey, Mac, wiser words have never been spoken on this app. You know what? Indeed, I appreciate that. Larry says, speakers, okay, come through. Come through. So here's my thing. This is what I always want people to do, y'all. And I'm gonna get out of here because I've been along. Hey, Drew, good morning. Drew said, hey, Titan. Hey, Drew. It's been a while. How are you? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Good morning to you. Larry said, speak your truth. Yes, I'm going to always do that, y'all. And let me tell y'all something. I want you to be where you are, right? And so this is something that a lot of people will tell you. They will say, well, no, I'm not. Like, this is not what I'm doing. You know, all the things. Look, that inbox could have thrown me. It could have derailed me. It could have threw a monkey wrench in my woodwork, as the old folks would say, right? This is what I want you to understand. God put you on this earth for a reason. Whoever your God is, right? Put you on this earth for a reason. A lot of people are not going to be able to see your reason. They're not going to be able to understand it. But I want you to stand firm in your reason, in your season. I want you to stand firm in your purpose. I welcome it all. And then in the inbox message, they said, well, you said we could ask you anything. You said that we could be open. But yeah, I sure did. I sure did. You have your right to your opinion. I sure did. And I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Because remember, they said, I don't know if you're going to be upset or you're going to be, block me and all this. For what? For what? Even when we're on live, y'all have seen me. Y'all have told me sometimes, Titan, just leave them alone. Don't even answer them. No. This is real time. This is real life. People are out there hating on you, right? People are out there saying that you should not exist. They didn't give you life, but they're willing to take it from you. You with me? So I want to speak on these things and make sure that we are good. Larry said, we support your truth. Indeed, Larry. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Liz says, some people are out here faking it to make it and end up failing right in the end. That's it. Liz said, exactly. Max said, do you know the difference between righteous anger and anger of the flesh? Indeed, Mac. Indeed. I don't know if you are asking me, like, is this a teachable moment or is this something that, where we going? Where we going, Mac? I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Like, where we going? So I can be with you in your question. Well, so here's the thing. So this person said, what I'm saying is, I think you know. My question is, why not say what you got to say? Like, does it matter that there's a difference between righteous anger and anger of the flesh? Like, where are we going with this? So I'm saying, if you're going to ask the question, just ask the question straight out. And then so we can go ahead and make sure that everybody else understands, right? Yeah, this is something that, so just like in the inbox, like a lot of times, so I'm reading through the actual inbox messages, and a lot of messages in the inbox, and this is not who this person is, Mac over here, but I'm saying that a lot of times there's a lot of insinuations. There are a lot of, I want you to tell me what this is. No, say what you have to say and do that. I don't have any qualms about who I am. I tell you who I am. I'm already on Front Street. I don't have to explain anything outside of that, right? Because that has nothing to do with this conversation. However, I know that this is social media, and I know that we are having conversations, we're having discussions. So I'm good with that. Y'all with me? I know. Look. We don't have to. No, I'm not angry. Look, let me tell y'all something. I don't know why um that people will come and say that I'm angry, right? Because I rebuttal, because we have healthy banter, or because I challenge something, or I ask you to explain something. That doesn't mean that I'm angry. That doesn't mean that I'm upset. What I'm asking for is clarity so that we can make sure that we're clear. Because I'm secure in who I am, I'm secure in where I am. I'm secure in who God made me to be, even though people said that that's not God. But we all come from God. We all came from somewhere, right? We all were birthed into this world. And if God made everything, if God is all seeing and all knowing, God know me. God know me. And then here's a question to you, right? Here's a question to anyone. inbox, emails, comments. If it's not for me to be here, why am I still here? Exactly. Exactly. My purpose was already planned out. My journey was already planned out. I just had to get here mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. I had to be there. That part. What we're saying, so it wasn't supposed to be in this place. I'm sorry, I'm speaking into the phone and it doesn't come out right. What I'm saying is, you do know the difference between righteous singer and anger of the flesh. I believe you are wise. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to say something to me, Matt, then please just say it. Like I don't I'm anyways. So y'all, let's do this, right? So the last part, I got about 5, 10 more minutes, maybe, so to get through this. So here's the thing. Let's see. Wow, how long is it here? 2, 3. All right. So here's what I want to do. So okay. So Max said, what I'm trying to say is that I admire your wisdom. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for admiring my wisdom. I appreciate that. So the last part to this, and then I'm going to get out of here, y'all, is that I want to talk about these emails that were put out. About the JE, right? Um, whole thing out here. I'm trying not to say certain words because they like to block you and things like that. But here's the thing. I've been watching the news. I've been watching people talk about these emails and talk about people that are in these emails and things like that. I even watched a thing of them saying that that the person didn't like 15-year-olds. They like more of barely legal. That the person at the top knew all about this and all of these things. And y'all, so this culture that we are in, to where we go and we protect the villains, right? We go and we try to protect them because now the emails are out, right? Now the emails are naming people, places, and spaces, and all of these things. And so now you can't deny it. So now what you do is you get on live and you are a woman, right? You are a woman and you get online and you basically say that these people were not like like pedo has an age limit. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't 14 or 15 years old. It was more like barely legal. What are we saying? What are we saying? Y'all, these emails hit the waves and everybody was chiming in on them because these emails were talking about trafficking, was talking about pedo, was talking about grown people, right? Grooming, taking people against their will and making them do things. And then you're going to come on to save face and say that these individuals were not 14 or 15, but they were more of a barely legal age. What? Y'all, I sit back and I look at my daughter, I look at my niece and my nephews, my little cousins, I look at the people in my community and neighborhood, and we protect the children. But they tell us, right? The LGBTQIA plus community has an agenda against children. It's not us. It is not us. But I'm not here to argue that fight. What I know in my neighborhood, in my community, in my chosen family, we don't play that game. How dare you? So you tried to stop the truth from coming out. Now the emails have hit. Now you see the truth in that. Now you go on national television, on the news, on your podcast, and you try to make light of these people grooming and attacking and hurting and harming our children. but it's us that has the agenda. It's us. I don't know how many times in this world that people have told me that we have an agenda, right? That we have an agenda. And I say to them, I don't know what the agenda is. My agenda is to love and be free. My agenda is to be who I am, who God made me to be. That's my agenda. But we don't touch the children. We don't play with the children like that. If anything, we will protect them to the ends of this earth. That's what we do. I'm Uncle Titan. I'm Titan. The kids come to me. They are safe around me. But this world will tell you that it's different. But then these emails hit, right? And y'all, I'm not saying specific words because, yeah, they blocked me before. But anyways, these emails hit, and now y'all see the truth, and now they scrambling. Y'all be careful. Be careful. Be careful. If your children are telling you that something is going on, believe them. If your children are telling you that they don't want to go to this person's house, this person's event, there's a reason for this, y'all listen to your children. The person at the top knew what these emails were going to unleash. They knew. That's why they tried to stop them so long. The people over here, right? The people over on that side was trying to make sure. Y'all, I'm not going to argue with you, Democrat, Republican, all of that good stuff. Nasty people. Nasty people. Pedo, like ugly, nasty people. They want to stop us. They want to take away our rights. But did you see what it was? Who was in the building? Who was at the place? Who knew what was going on? Who knew about the age? And then to say that they aged out. Y'all, what are we doing? Like we didn't do the damage? So you're going to say that they aged out. And for you to be on national television and speak as if these lives of these people, of these children at the time, who was protecting them? Who was protecting them? That's the thing that I'm talking about. Y'all, I have been around the block and I've stood on a couple of corners. And this culture of protecting the villain, this culture of saving the villain, this culture of not believing the victim, this culture of nastiness and wrongness is perpetuated. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Everything that's happening, right, has been happening. This just didn't happen yesterday. So I just want to make sure that we're clear, right? Y'all need to. I was watching this, reading the emails, and I said in the beginning, when they didn't want these things to come out, I said, and I was talking to my moms, I said, there is something, right, that they are trying to keep under wraps and they're trying to hide. Anybody that goes to the ends of the earth this hard on some emails, oh, they trying it. They trying it. And yes, Lucy Lou, it has been going on for generations. This is the culture. This is the culture. I want to read something to you all really quickly, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and end this today. Hey, David. David said, "I love your glasses." Thank you so much, David. David. Look. I don't know why Davis came out, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Determined to succeed. Hey, determined to succeed. Good morning, Amber. Amber said, "Tighten your truth in the moment is refreshing." Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So this is what I want to say to you all. I want to talk to you all really quickly, and then I'm going to get out of here because I'm trying to make sure that I don't go over my time. Hold on. Let's see where we at. Hold on. Where we at? Okay, y'all. So hold on. Wait. So where we at is Hold on. Hold on. I think I think it may be this, maybe. Let me see. No, no, no. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. I want to read this to you all really quick. Okay, let's see. Now here it is. I put this stuff here so I can have it. And okay, let's see. Okay, so I don't know where I put it. God, oh, hold on. I'm gonna get this to y'all before I get out of here. Hold on. Y'all stay with me for a second. Stay with me, because I want to make sure that we understand. Um, yeah. See. Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I think I got it. Hold on. So, so maybe I put it in here together. Hold on. So I don't know what I did with it. Oh yeah, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back. But what I found out, I did a little research and I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I put it. Let me see. See, here's where I am having. Oh, maybe this is it. Questions. Okay, look, y'all. Hold on. Is this what I already have? Okay. All right, y'all. Look. Okay, so what I'm gonna talk about really quickly, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I thought I had written it out. Y'all can see I'm really trying to find it. Really trying to find it. Okay, I don't know where I put it. I'm gonna have to find it. Look, so this is what I want to say about those emails, and then I'm gonna end it with this, and then get out of here today. What I found was that there were um, still states that have consent laws that are of 16 years old. Some are younger than 16. Um, and so here's what I'm saying. You're still a teenager at 16. Some of these ask that you have a parental um, um, consent or a judicial consent. And so when we look at the age limit for people thinking that people are of age, I remember one time I was in a group of people talking, and in the group of people, they were talking about this young boy that walked by, right? You're right, Lucy Lou. 16 is the age of consent. And so I think here in Texas is 17, right? It's 17. But here's the alarming part about that. And speaking of these files, these emails that have been sent out showing you, that these people were trafficking and doing what they were doing, is that people hide behind. So my question was, how many states, well, how many consent laws, well, how many, no, My question was, what is the age of consent by state? And how many states um, concerning trafficking, um, pedo, stuff like that, have been hard to prove or hard to actually take to court and prove that the victim was actually a victim and not somebody that gave consent. And so they gave me a list of states where it has been hard to prosecute, right? These things, how trafficking laws are there, but it is very much that you can be a parent, right, and give consent to somebody to marry. Do you know in the state of California that the age of consent is 15, I believe, or 14 with parental consent? Y'all have seen throughout time that people have literally, right, went, parents have married kids off. So there is a such thing as child marriage. What is happening? So y'all look, I know I'm all over the place right now because I got to get out of here. But let me say this to you. Y'all just look it up. Google it. Like, look it up. Know what it is. Know what the age of consent is for your state. Know how that works. And then know how these laws, there is a such thing as child marriage. Like, if it was not an issue or a problem, why would it be on the books? Like, you have to, like, it's crazy. Okay, Liz, crazy. Hey, Life with Jazzy, good morning. You have to understand like what that is. Y'all, it's alarming. So with these emails coming out and these people coming in, hey, Life with Jazzy. Yes, indeed. Welcome on in. Okay, come on, sister. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you so much for doing that. It's Miss Shorty, baby. I appreciate it. You better bring somebody on in. Yes. Hold on. Hmm. I know Keisha. Keisha said I have that list. I know Keisha, and we're gonna have to save it for Thursday. But y'all, I will post it. The crazy part is it will take you down a rabbit hole because I was like, wait, hold on, wait, you gotta be you a teenager. How in the world? And in California, you can be married to someone at the age of 14 if your parents or the court said that you can. Y'all, when did a court say that you can marry? Like, what is happening? But you have to think about our culture. You got to think about our history. This stuff is on the books, right? Also, too, trafficking. There are trafficking laws, but they are hard to prove. Are you serious? Like, it is crazy. It will take you down a rabbit hole. But all right, y'all. But we about to get out of here. Thank y'all for being in. I gotta go because I'm already at an hour and 43 minutes. Y'all, thank y'all so much for today. We were doing a check-in today. We wanted to check in with you. What was one word of how you're feeling today, right? We wanted to do that. And then also we wanted to talk about life, inboxes, right? Talked about the inbox and then these emails, these JE, I'm not going to say his name, emails that they were trying to block so bad. And then now that they're out, they see that everybody was complicit in this, doing this to children, right? And let's be clear. I'm not saying babies, but I'm saying children. They are still under the age of 18. They are still teenagers. And y'all, in some states, if your parent or the judge says that you can be married from 12 to 14. Some cultures marry you off at 12. And y'all, this is a whole rabbit hole we can get into. We're going to talk about it on Thursday. But y'all come on back in. We got to protect our children. And y'all, I'm trying to tell you that the LGBTQIA plus community is not the ones, in particular, in this instance, it's not the ones that you should be worried about. You should be worried about the person that the child does not want to see, does not want to sit on their lap, does not want to be around them. Worry about that person, right? I'm not saying that everybody is great, everybody is good, But y'all, we are not the ones, according to these emails, we're not the ones with the agenda. We're not the ones with the agenda. So until next time, y'all be great. Y'all be blessed. Look, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming in. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, it's me. It's Titan Capri. It's Titan in the Morning. Y'all come check me out. Come be with me. Come into this inclusive, safe, and brave space. And let's do what we do, right? Let's talk about what's going on in the world, but let's uplift each other. Let's be family. Let's make it understand that we here. I appreciate you. I love you. Until next time, y'all be good. I'm going to leave y'all with a little video of We Thrive. And I think that's what I want to do. I think I might want to do, I'm going to do the Titans Groove as we go out today. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be good. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I had wrote, did all this good stuff, and then I got here and I was like, yeah, that's not it. My spirit said to do something different, and I'm going to do something different. What I want to talk about real quick is that being worthy. A lot of us are worthy because we think that's what worthy should be, right? But you're worthy to be loved. You're worthy to be yourself. You're worthy to be just who God made you. You are worthy. So tonight I want to do a little something that's worthy. If y'all would with me. A little audience participation. Can I get y'all? Yeah. All right. So I do this thing called the Titans Groove, right? Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Just a shameless plug, real quick. Y'all come check me out. But what I do is this, Titan Groove. And so what I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be worthy in your groove. Whatever your groove is, however you see it. If it's just a little sway, then let it be a sway. If it's a little funky, then let it be a little funky, however you want to do it, all right? Y'all gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna ask y'all to do something a little bit later in this, but it goes a little something like this, right? Titan Groove. Sit da 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 da. Sit da 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 da. So da da do 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 da do do da do 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 da do do da do 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 do. See we do da do 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 da do 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 da do 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 da. See we do da do 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 da do 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 da do 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 da. Bro da do 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 da do do. See we do da do do. See do 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 da. Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, I like that. All right, keep it going. I'm gonna ask something of y'all. Y'all gonna help me out? Yeah. All right. It's gonna go like this. Y'all follow me. I am, I can be, I will be. 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 Y'all got it? I am, I can be, I will be. All right, keep going. I am, I can be, all right, I will be. I'm going to add something in, keep going. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am, I can be, I will be. Worthy. I am. That's it. I will be. Worthy. Come on. I can be. I will. I see you moving in your seat. Come on. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be beautiful. You are worthy to be heartfelt. You are worthy to be hugged. You are worthy to be sitting right where you're sitting tonight, receiving all of this. I want to thank you all for being worthy and making me feel worthy tonight. Peace and blessings.